Welcome.
Hi.
How many times do you get a personal greeting?
Never.
We're glad to see you here.
Yeah.
But all your friends outside?
They're all
they
waiting,
come on in
honestly,
now.
like they're crowding the door, one at a
They're
time.
trying to find a place to park.
Yeah.
Are they holding pickets and?
Yeah.
Or,
They're ready. No.
pitchforks and torches?
Oh, gosh.
No, nothing like that.
So since I've never seen you here before, I will explain to you that I am the mayor pro tem.
Okay.
So therefore, there may be a lot of mistakes made, and I hope you'll forgive me.
I'm here to just a citizen trying to participate and be a part of my community.
I think that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Welcome.
awesome.
Thank you.
Hope you get something out of it, and
Yeah.
we're glad you're here. We wish there were more.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we feel it, but that's usually something really.
No, it's nothing, it's not enough.
No, I'm just letting you know I'm a rookie here, so.
I'm a government teacher, so I don't wanna be a hypocrite about like government and tell them to participate and then not be
Not
that
do it.
person.
That's right.
So.
That's awesome. Okay.
So I guess that goes to, we'll start with the public testimony. Citizens are invited to speak on any topic or agenda item before and during the meeting by response to the mayor to be recognized. However, unless the item is specifically listed on the agenda, the city council is required under the Texas Open Meetings Act to limit its response with a statement of specific factual information, reciting the city's existing policy on that issue or directing the person making the inquiry to visit the city staff about the issue, and no council deliberation is permitted for topics not specifically listed on this agenda. So, would anybody like to make any comments at this time?
Great.
So you had your chance. We're pretty open here. We let you chime in anytime you want usually, but, then the consent agenda, under items under this section are recommended for approval for the consent agenda. These items are of a routine nature and require only brief deliberation by council. Council reserves the right to remove any item on the consent agenda for further deliberation. On the agenda is A, approve minutes from the August 24th, 2021 regular council meeting. B, approve minutes from August 31st, 2021 special call meeting. C, approve director appointment of Tarrant County College Officer Place 8 to the tax increment reinvestment zone number 1 pursuant to the bylaws. That would be the TERS. D, consider approval of fiscal year 2022 Friends of the Animal Shelter budget. Would anybody like to pull anything off of that for discussion?
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda items A through D.
A second.
We got a first and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, so action from the, so we're opening the public hearing.
No, we're,
No, I'm not.
No.
just, it's action from the public hearing we had on August 31st.
So action from August 31st, 2021, public hearing, consider approval of ordinance number 1324-2021, affixing and levying principal ad valorem taxes on all taxable property within the corporate limits of the city of River Oaks, Texas, for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2021, and ending September 30th, 2022, at the rate of 0.720874 per $100 of value, and for directing the assessment thereof, providing for a date on which such taxes become due and delinquent together with penalties and interest thereon, providing for place of payment, providing for approval of the tax rolls presented to the city council.
Okay.
Marvin?
Well, you're on.
Go ahead and explain all that to us, Darren.
Okay. The ad valorem tax this year is less than our current ad valorem rate now. But you got to know one thing, this year we added debt tax, whereas we didn't have debt tax in all the previous years. So we added debt tax, which I have, Mr. Craig Cunningham online here. If anything is, you need any explanation on the debt tax, but that was the tax for the CO bond that the council passed by ordinance on August the 24th, and it come out to be .024926. And if you add that to the maintenance and operation tax of this year, which was .695849 per hundred, which is less than the .697374 we currently have. However, when you added that other to it, then your total tax for the year is the .7208874, which is, we were talking about at the public hearing, basically, if you had a house that was an average value this year that went up 10%, by the way, you would have to end up, if you had no exemptions whatsoever, you would have to pay $117 more. On the other hand, if you had a $100,000 house last year at that rate, and you had a $100,000 house this year, it would only amount to $23.51 more in taxes this year, even with the debt tax included in that. How that's all calculated as to what is the maximum limit we can go to, and how all that is done is you take your maintenance and operations rate, which was .657992, multiply that times 8%, and then add your debt rate. And when you have the debt rate added to that, the maximum you could go to without a petition for an election is .735557, which we are below at the 72874. So there's no right for petition of election. However, we've never had a debt rate. I don't remember ever having one anyway, since I've been here. And this is the first year for that, and that's what makes it look higher, because that is the total tax they pay. You have to put down the total tax, which in the ordinance you'll see that it says that it's more taxes for maintenance and operations. Me and Craig talked about that today. It's really less in our opinion, but it's more because the city attorney says we have to follow the language in the statute, and because if you count your value